Hey everyone, it's Mason. Just a really quick intro before we get into the updates episode. Basically, I just want to let you know to enter to win, you got to go to the YouTube video that this podcast episode is associated with. I'll leave a link to the video at the very tippy top of the show notes. So just click on that. It'll take you to the YouTube video and then leave your comment with your Ask an Herbalist question, and that's how you enter to win. So I just wanted to let you know because today's audio is the audio from a video on our YouTube channel, and right in the very beginning I talk about a giveaway that we're hosting, and if you would be willing to enter to win, it'd help us out a lot. We're trying to get questions for Erika Galentin and Jim McDonald for an upcoming Herbalist Hour episode. So that's going to do it for me today. Just wanted to let you know that the way to enter to win is to click the link at the top of the show notes. That'll take you to the YouTube channel, and that's how you enter to win. So thanks so much. Enjoy, and talk to you later. Bye. Hey everyone, this is Mason with HerbRally. We're back here in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin. I absolutely love it here. I'm so glad to be back. If you didn't know, Amanda and I went on a long road trip from Wisconsin back to my hometown of Eugene, Oregon, and we stayed there for 4 months in an RV. But being in such a tiny confined space like that, even this small home of ours makes it feel so luxurious, and yeah, it just feels so lovely to be back. Absolutely love the Midwest. My dad's family is from, Iowa, so I feel like I got Midwest in me, and I know Amanda certainly feels at home here in the Midwest, Wisconsin specifically. But we wanted to record an updates video for you today, but first things first, I really want to just emphasize this interview that I'll be hosting next Tuesday. That's May 30th, 2023. Zilla's being really cute right now on the rug. I'm going to be interviewing Erika Galentin and Jim McDonald, both friends of HerbRally, and it's going to be kind of like this just random show, if you will. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking audience questions. And to incentivize the process, if you want to ask a question, we're going to select one of the questions, one of the people that ask a question. And we're going to give away a hoodie. We've done this in the past, but if you're new, basically all that entails is if you could ask an herbalist any question, it could be fun, it could be serious. If you can ask Erika Galentin or Jim McDonald any sort of question, what would that be? So it's easy as that. Again, the interview is next Tuesday, May 30th. So let's just say we'll select a winner on June 1st. One of the questions is asked below, and so good luck. Really looking forward to it. So this is going to be an interview for our new interview series called the Herbalist Hour. The HerbRally podcast has been around for 6 years or so, and I just started interviewing people. I can't even believe it. I can't believe I went 6 years with a podcast with hundreds of episodes and never having interviewed anybody. But yeah, we just started that on the HerbRally podcast feed, say an Apple Podcast, Spotify, Podcast Addict, all the above. You could subscribe to the HerbRally podcast, and in that feed is the new interview series where I'm interviewing all sorts of herbalists from all over the community. Yeah, we're trying to release anywhere from 1 to 2 interviews per week. And one thing that I wanted to mention is when the interviews are done via Zoom, we're allowing our HerbRally Schoolhouse members to participate. So that's kind of a fun little perk. Last week, I interviewed Susan Leopold, Executive Director of the United Plant Savers, and we had 5 Schoolhouse members attending, which was super fun, and they were able to interact in the way of, just saying hi, as well as asking questions of Susan, and then a couple of those questions were answered at the end of the episode. So that was super fun. So I want to say, if you're an HerbRally Schoolhouse member and you want to join in on the Erika and Jim McDonald interview, you could do so by becoming an HerbRally Schoolhouse member. And if you're not a member, you could do so by going to herbrally.com/schoolhouse, and you could even get your first 30 days for free with coupon code YouTube30. And this coming week, starting tomorrow, Tuesday, May 23rd, I'll be interviewing Camille Freeman on Tuesday. I'll be interviewing the Seed Sisters on Wednesday. I'll be interviewing Leon Bruno with Puff Herbals on Thursday, and I'll be interviewing Amanda Crook with Locust Light Farm on Friday. Oh, I did have this book. This is a book by the Seed Sisters. They live in the UK. The Sensory Herbal Handbook. So I just wanted to tell you that if you want to see the schedule, you can check out our social media. And again, HerbRally Schoolhouse members can join us live, ask questions of the various guests, but and also with the Erika and Jim interview. And basically, as far as I can tell, every Zoom interview moving forward. It won't be very doable for the in-person interviews, but that's okay. We do a lot of Zoom interviews, so hope to see you there. So speaking of the schoolhouse, I wanted to mention we just came out with a new module. This one is with Gene Madrone and Sean Croak. And basically, from our travels from Oregon to Wisconsin, we stopped in Olympia, Washington, and we hung out with these two herbalists, Gene Madrone and Sean Croak. And I knew them way back in the day from the Dandelion Seed Conference that happened in Olympia every year. I don't think they host that event anymore, but yeah, it was fun to stop in the Olympic National Forest. And basically, this new module in the HerbRally Schoolhouse is them taking us on a plant walk. So I want to say we visited with 7 different plants, and they talk about these plants anywhere from, I want to say, like 10 to 30 minutes each. And we just released the first video in that series, and it's all about Nufar, aka Yellow Pond Lily. So they go in depth on, say, the medicinal uses, harvesting, and all that. But yeah, so each week for the next few weeks, we're going to be releasing the different plants that they go over. So, and again, this is one of the best ways you can help support our work here at HerbRally. You could kind of think of it as like a Patreon. Essentially, it's membership showing your support of what we're doing here at HerbRally. It's only $10 a month, and yeah, it helps us help support what we're doing here at HerbRally. So a huge thank you to all of our HerbRally Schoolhouse members. Your support means the world to me and Amanda and Amelia. So next I want to circle back to the Herbalist Hour, and I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Northwest Washington-based rapper / MC Torrin Frost. Torrin, I approached him because I know his partner, Rishi Strauss. She's an herbalist also in the Northwest. And I found out that her partner, Torrin, is a rapper. And I was like, oh, I want to incorporate some new theme music to the Herbalist Hour. And if you've ever heard the HerbRally podcast, you know the original song is done by MC Calico, a California-based rapper. But yeah, we wanted to get a new song for the Herbalist Hour, so we reached out to Torrin Frost, and he just created this amazing song for us. It literally hit exactly what we were hoping for. He incorporates plants, people, you know, the herbal community, and it's all done in this 15-second song that he created. Not only did he write the raps, but he performed the raps, and then he also made the beat. So he's making the beat, and then he's doing the behind the scenes like engineering of the beat. So the complete song was made from scratch, and it incorporates like nature sounds and everything. It's literally exactly what me and Amanda were hoping for in a song, and it's just so smooth. Oh, it's just so smooth. I listen to it all the time. Like I love this song so much. So I think Amanda's gonna play it like right about now.
Welcome to the Herbalist Hour. This is where community gather, merging the power of people and flowers, the sweet and the bitter to the salty, the sour. Umami, it's time for the Herbalist Hour.
Wow, see, just music to my ears. If you want to give Torrin Frost a follow, go hit him up on Instagram. He's at Torrin Frost. Yeah, so Torrin, if you're watching this, man, I can't wait to interview you for the Herbalist Hour, get a little behind the scenes of your creative process and everything. So shout out Torrin Frost, thank you so much. And yeah, moving on to the next thing. I wanted to tell you about the new module in our sliding scale, ever-expanding course called The Art of Frugal Nutrition. If you haven't heard of this before, basically this is our course which basically teaches you how to eat nutritious foods on a budget. I'm like essentially combining two of my favorite topics, which is saving money and nutrition. So yeah, basically when we say ever-expanding, that means we're constantly growing what's inside of the course. We said new modules every few months. And yeah, I guess that's essentially what we've done. I want to say every 3 or 4 months we come out with a new module, and then we say sliding scale because it literally slides all the way down to free. You can register for this course for free, and then the other paid options are, I want to say $25, $50, and $100 if you have the means to do it. But I'm really excited for the new module. This is with Bridget Doherty, who also has a podcast called the Healthy Herb Podcast. But the new module is over 3 hours. I want to say it's 3.5 hours, all on nourishing herbal infusions. And if you know me, you know I love me a nourishing herbal infusion, specifically the oat straw variety, the Avena sativa. I didn't even know you could talk about infusions for 3 hours, but Bridget does it. She goes in all the ins and outs of the whole thing, including, I want to say, maybe 10 different plants. She goes over the frugality of it, and it's just an amazing module. So if you want to register for the Art of Frugal Nutrition, you can go to herbrally.com/frugal nutrition. You'll be able to get the Nourishing Herbal Infusion module, along with fermentation, dumpster diving, bone broth, the Spice Apothecary, and Eat Your Weeds. So yeah, check all that out. You could register for free or pay what you can at herbrally.com/frugal nutrition. And big thanks to Bridget Doherty for doing that module for us. And in 2 weeks, I'll be on her podcast. She'll be interviewing me about the inspiration behind HerbRally along with the Art of Frugal Nutrition. So yeah, check that out for sure. So this is an updates video. I did kind of want to give you a brief update on Amanda and I's travels back from Oregon to Wisconsin. What happened was we were going to be visiting many different herbalists, and in the end, I think we only ended up visiting 3, which was still fine. As I mentioned earlier, we visited Jean Madrone and Sean Croak in Olympia, and then we had a super fun visit with Rosalie De La Forêt, and I can't forget, I don't want to exclude Xavier. Rosalie and Xavier were great hosts over in Twisp, Washington. And I only said 3 herbalists because I don't know if Xavier necessarily identifies as an herbalist, but yeah, they hosted us, and we've got a great interview on the Herbalist Hour coming out with Rosalie De La Forêt, and then as I talked about earlier, the plant walk with Sean and Jean. So, but then what happened was after we left Rosalie and Xavier's house, we were driving from Twisp, and then we made it through a town called Wilbur, Washington, and then our truck, what is it called?
The alternator.
Yeah, thank you. The alternator went out, and basically what happened was I got a warning on the dash. Basically, it was like it showed a wrench and a battery, and we were both like, shit, that does not look good. And then essentially what happened next was the car shut down. And so if you're like kind of an automotive mechanic type, you probably already know what happened. But basically our alternator went out. And so we had to pull over, like I had to yank the steering wheel super far to the right. And we were able to pull off the road with a 30-foot RV. We had 3 cats in the back, and it was probably around, want to say noon. And so long story short, this really generous tow truck driver got us back to Wilbur to a automotive shop where they were then able to replace our alternator the next day. Everyone was super nice. They got us back on the road. After that whole experience, Amanda and I decided to just expedite the whole trip and then skip some of the destinations that we had in mind. And we just, instead of spending, I want to say, an extra 9 days on the road, we just decided to get there in 3 days. And then we just booked it home. So a lot of driving. The cats were troopers. Yeah, we're all so thankful to be back in our new hometown of Appleton, Wisconsin, which I could go on and on and on and on and on about. And in fact, I do to Amanda. I constantly say how much I love this city. It's been absolutely wonderful for us. So, and one of the first things Amanda did, well, she took a bath. And then after that, she tore up our entire front lawn, which is kind of ironic, I guess, because it's actually No Mow Monday. We still have an unmown yard in the backyard, but she tore up the entire lawn, which is super cool, and planted a bunch of, I want to say borage, chamomile, sunflowers, and a bunch of other really fun herbs and plants. So we're gonna have this wild herb garden, which we're super excited to share with you as progress is made on that. So as she tore up the lawn, I tore my meniscus, which means I can no longer play basketball. Which is, if you know me, basketball is a huge part of my life. So I'm gonna have to just figure out other ways to keep it moving. But the cats are still being cute right now. They're very distracting. But that's basically all I wanted to say today. Again, like, if you take anything away from this video, I'd love it if you could leave a comment below with your question for Jim McDonald and Erika Galentin. Again, I'm interviewing them next Tuesday, May 30th, 2023, for our new series called the Herbalist Hour. And the whole interview is basically just going to be asking them your questions. So if you have any sort of questions for an herbalist, please leave them in the comment section below. And in exchange, what we'll do is we'll pick one winner just to incentivize you to do this. We'll choose one winner to win one of our HerbRally hoodies, be that the Eat Your Weeds hoodie or the Dandelion hoodie. I'll leave a link to those in the show notes so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our community. And till next time, talk to you later. Bye. Oh, how could I forget this update? We got this wonderful cat named Corvus, and Corvus is the genus for crow, and we are absolutely smitten with him. He's like the glue for the other two cats. He's a playmate, he's a cuddler, and he's brought out so many amazing qualities in the other two cats. So thanks, Corvus. He was a rescue. He's such a buddy. We love him. He's a snuggler. Look at those beautiful eyes. All right, y'all. Thanks again. Talk soon. Bye.
And that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks so much for listening to the HerbRally podcast. If you'd like to hear more from us here at HerbRally, we now have a text message community, believe it or not. Basically, it's just updates from us. We send about 1 to 7 texts per week, notifying you about new events, videos, courses, podcasts. You get the idea. It's pretty much like our email newsletter, just in text form. So if you'd like to receive text messages from HerbRally, just text JOIN, that's JOIN, to the number 541-256-2895. Again, that's JOIN to number 541-256-2895. And to stop receiving texts, that's easy too. Just text STOP to the same number. It'll opt you out immediately. Okay, thanks again for listening. Have a great rest of your day.